Hi, I'm Dustin. In this video, I wanted to chat about the word Vamily, where that came from and what it means. So just briefly going over it. VAM comes from Voluntary Association of Men. And then the ILY, at first I was thinking I love you, but it could also, I like the word interdependent if you're familiar with the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People book. The concept of interdependence is quite important in that. And then L, love, other things. And Y, I'm not sure. So this isn't a name I'm set on, but I'm using it for now. And I thought it'd be fun to chat a little bit about some of those concepts and how they apply to this idea of a gay group. So voluntarism is something that I mentioned in the essay, the longer video that I put out a couple days ago. So the idea behind that is that we are each individuals, and every group is made up of individuals. And so as individuals, we each have our own free wills and our own preferences, our own desires, our own interests. And sometimes these align with others, and sometimes they don't. We're always still our own independent unit in society. And so as we work together, this has to be a voluntary situation. If something's not voluntary, then it's essentially a form of slavery. And so these are not the kind of groups that are going to be working effectively. So an association of men coming together voluntarily is kind of the root idea of this. And I'd highly recommend looking more into the concept of voluntarism. I think it's really important. And when working with groups of people and you have to coordinate, everyone's different interests and different preferences and strengths and weaknesses, the idea that we're working together voluntarily and on our own free wills is super important. So love is super important in a group. There's different forms of love, and I've often used the term fraternal family for this idea that I've been trying to work towards. So it's not a fraternity. It's not, that has a lot of connotation with, I was never in a fraternity, but with movies about college and stuff, there's kind of a wild reputation and initiations and stuff. That's not the idea behind these kinds of groups. So I didn't want to use the word fraternity, but it is a brotherhood of guys, so fraternal I felt was appropriate. And then a family is because I think it would be nice for groups to be working towards being together, living together, perhaps to support each other in a way where you feel like you're brothers. And going back to the idea of interdependence from the book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, there's the idea that there are some people who are dependent on others, and then this results in kind of a lack of development and a lack of skill, a lack of a lot of different characteristics, and so you need to work to become independent. And then once you're independent, that's definitely better than being dependent. But as humans, we are designed to work with each other, to interact, and to be part of groups. And so interdependence is the idea that you independently have the capability of taking care of yourself, but you are working in a voluntary manner once again, or in a coordinated manner with other people, so that you're letting their strengths shine, your strengths are shining, and everyone's working together to make the best of a situation. So that's the idea of win-win situations, or the idea of synergy is related to interdependence. And so the I in Vamily, that's one idea of what it could mean. And at the end of the day, a word is just a word. It can represent something, but a rose is rose even by any other name. So I may be changing the name, or if other people come up with names. I was at one point thinking of freely associating men, or freely associating guys, and calling it a fagmily. I thought that was a little bit funny. I like that kind of humor a little bit, but I chose to go with the name Vamily for this channel, and that's a little bit of that. And so I'm gonna finish the video there, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one.